A lot of people focused on Bollywood. I focused a lot on South Indian music. I shot this video in Paris with a completely, unknown crew. It was a French crew. After India, Germany is a very, very big market for the song. United States is a big market. Movies like Pushpa, RRR, and Radhe Shyam. These are gigantic projects. I am preparing myself for a whole new world and a virtual takeover in the next few years.
All my friends talk about the night we met. Can't remember what I said, but it better wasn't cool.
I have an airy tone in my voice even when I sing a Hindi song or a Bollywood song.
Armaan Malik, welcome back on Bollywood Hungama.
Hi Faridoon sir, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good.
All right. So how does it feel? The way you is tracking right now across the world. I'm sure it must be a big high.
It definitely is a very, very big high. This is my fourth solo single in English. And just to see the kind of reactions that are coming in for the song is unreal. And this hasn't happened in such a short span of time, especially in the first few days of a song's release. The kind of response, the kind of love across platforms and even outside of India, the reaction has been really, really amazing. So yeah, touch wood, fingers crossed, hope this becomes a huge hit for me.
Just one yardstick. Guardian has spoken about the film. It has written about the film.
Yeah.
So, and this is
for the
just
song, yeah.
That I'm mentioning. So, how does it feel? Because very, very few Indian artists, they've achieved this sort of acclaim.
I honestly feel very humbled, firstly, that I've been able to reach out to such audiences, reach out to such platforms and portals that they feel that my work and what I'm putting out in English pop music is worth mentioning and putting out there. Obviously, when I read what the Guardian wrote on you and me as an artist, it just felt really, really humbling. And I feel as an Indian artist, this is what I had set out to do. I had set out to take my music and just take Indian pop music to the world. And that's I feel like every song is taking me a step forward in that direction, and you is a very, very strong step forward in that direction. And I hope that more and more such amazing things keep happening.
So take me through the journey in the last, say, 4 days. Say, for example, a platform in Canada is featuring it. So how has the reach been like, if you can give us like a bird's eye?
The reach has been really unreal. Actually, I've not been able to sleep quite well because I've been up all night just checking where all the songs playing and being streamed. Right now, I checked on Spotify in terms of where it's gone, which countries are really responding to it. And after India, Germany is a very, very big market for the song. United States is a big market. There are the Canada is very, very big for the song. And this is just in the first few days of its release. So, I mean, more and more when it, as time goes by and more people listen to it, I think more and more such markets will emerge. Just seeing that my music listenership is going beyond boundaries, and it's not just Indians outside of India that are listening to it. It's also other populations, other cultures, other ethnicities. I think it's beautiful to know that they're connecting with me and my music.
First sentiment that I had after listening to the song, after watching the music video, that you've always been limitless when it comes to letting your dreams literally fly. And I think that's how you achieve goals by not having any boundaries per se. Why has it been important for you to just not be limitless, not to just confine yourself as merely like an Indian artist who's also a successful playback artist and also someone who has done very successful singles? Why has it been important for you to just find any sort of new horizons for yourself?
I think it boils down to the fact that me as a person, my DNA and the way I am wired is very different. Like I told you, I never like being in a box, and I like there's an idea of me that people might have or people have made over the last few years, and I don't like that idea ever. It's me always fighting that and trying to do something new, and always with every new song I want people to be like, okay, wait, we didn't expect that from Armaan. And I think that's something that keeps me going as an artist. That's what my fuel is. And with every passing song and every project, my main aim is to make sure that whoever listens to the song, listens to watches the video, sees a growth of mine from the last piece of work that I've put out. And that for me is very important, to grow with each project and to make sure that in my lifetime I've done a discography that I'm so proud of, and I've grown over the years to become more polished with each project and each passing song. So yeah, that's my main goal, my main motivation, which is why I keep pushing myself, trying to do different things, putting myself in a place where I probably don't feel comfortable. I shot this video in Paris with a completely unknown crew. It was a French crew. The model obviously was also French, and I probably understood 1% of what everyone was saying on set. And usually what happens is when you're shooting a music video, आपको लगता है ना, मुझे comfort चाहिए, मेरा team चाहिए, my staff, I want people who I know, the familiar vibes. But none of that was there. And I felt, initially I was nervous. I was thinking, okay, maybe the video might not turn out the way I wanted to, but I believed that, things will work out. And I feel like, I need to be able to be open to new environments and new teams, and not just restrict myself in my comfort zone. And that's exactly what happened. I think I probably have given my best performance in terms of the way I do in music videos. And I felt very, very naturally free in the video. And that has been something that has happened in the last few years in different music videos. The more music videos I've done, the more refined my performance is getting, and I'm seeing that it's visible and people are also telling me. So for me, I think that's key, just being able to step out of my comfort zone and push myself forward in different unique ways.
You're also one of the composers for the song.
Yes. Yeah.
Tell us something about that.
Well, for me, I think as an artist, being a part of the songwriting process, production process is very, very important and integral. As a singer, as a Bollywood playback singer, we rarely get to do that. We always are asked to sing someone else's composition, someone else's produced track. We come and do our thing vocally, which obviously, playback singers are supposed to do that. It's their job. They come and beautify the already existing melody and lyrics. But here I have a chance of creating something that is close to my heart, something that's from me, and obviously give it my own touch. And I think in all my songs, be it Control, Next to Me, How Many, Echo, and the latest You, all of it has क्या कहते हैं, मेरा छाप है उस पे, मेरा DNA है. So I want that to be in every release, in every song that I do. There has to be an Armaan Malik element or essence in everything I put out, and that won't happen until I am creatively involved in the project. Even with the video, I was very, very involved in terms of how it's going to be shot and what are the moments, and how are we, showing the story between these two individuals, and how is the love being portrayed. So I've been involved since the day one for this song. It's crazy that this song has been with me since the last 2 years. I've not been able to put it out, since I've had it ready. But every song has its own destiny, so I'm glad that it's out now in Jan 2022.
Tell us something about the lyrics and how crucial is it for you to have worthy lyrics for a song?
I think the lyrics of this song, if you glance through it, it's super simple, very very straight from the heart, written very simply, and I think that's what the beauty is about this song. But there are also certain lines that really, really hit home, especially the line where how your leap of faith made me put all my faith in you. which is one of the chorus lines. And how long I can't wait until I get to say I do. So it's pretty much a song that people can use to convey their love story. Use probably as their first dance song or their proposal song. So I think it describes an emotion that a person feels when they feel that, okay, this is my person, this is my you. That is what the whole premise is of the song. That's the concept of the song. When you found that one person for yourself and you don't want to ever let go, want to build a life with them, be it whatever ups and downs in life, you're always going to stick by each other and see it through. And that's the kind of love, that's the kind of romance I have in my head. And I feel like a lot of people yearn for that kind of love and romance. So that's exactly what's been portrayed in You through the lyrics.
So Armaan, we've discussed in the past the way you can alter the tonality of your voice, the texture of your voice. The tonality and the texture of your voice here is completely different from maybe what you've done in the past.
So this song in particular is in a ballad form. It's a love ballad, and the previous songs have had a lot of falsettos that I've used. Be it Control, be it Echo, be it Next to Me, How Many. This one, I think, has a lot of my normal voice being used, normal tone being used, but there's a lot of air as well. There's a little bit of huskiness as well. And there are some backing vocals which I've done falsettos in, because I can't ever let a song go without doing falsetto. It's just my thing. It's ever since I've realized I can do falsettos, I've never stopped doing falsettos. The tonality is pretty simple. It's got a very, very raw, very bare vibe. It's got an airy tone to it. I have an airy tone in my voice even when I sing a Hindi song or a Bollywood song. बट एक फुल थ्रोटेडनेस जो होता है हिंदी गानों में, वो इंग्लिश गानों में नहीं होता है. सो दैट अप्रोच इज वेरी वेरी डिफरेंट. And I happened to take different approaches for different songs. This needed that kind of an approach, and I feel I was very, very comfortable singing this song, because it seemed like I was singing something, a melody from home. It was pretty much in a very similar romantic space that I'm known for in Bollywood. So it wasn't something that I channeled very differently in my head. But yeah, obviously when you sing in English, pronunciation, enunciation, the tonality, all those things are something that I've always kept in mind. And as you always identify, you always hear something very different from my voice in every song, and I'm so glad that you pay attention to such kind of things. So yeah, that's a little bit about the tonality for this song.
All right, so Armaan, we live in times when BTS is the favorite of the youngsters.
Yeah.
We live in times when an Indian is the Twitter head right now. Can we have an Armaan Malik come up as an answer to Justin Bieber of pop music in the world?
I think I'm not here to become an answer for anything. I'm here actually to elevate how Indian musicians are looked at. Over the last how many ever years, we've never had someone from India who has really, really been a big pop star like the likes of Justin Bieber, or be it BTS, or be it Michael Jackson or Beyonce. We've never had those kind of acts from India. And I strive to be one of those acts. And I wouldn't say that I'm an answer to them. I would say that it's just me doing my thing from India. And I think Indian artists deserve to be heard and looked at in that manner and on that stage. And my mission is to elevate the position of how Indian musicians are looked at, and that's what I'm striving to do. So with every song that I'm doing, be it in the international space or even probably in the independent space here in India, my main goal is to do that, is to create a global presence of an Indian artist, a considerable global presence, where you can't deny the person and the impact that they have. It's very, very tough to achieve it. I know it's something that I've it's a dream of mine. It's also a mission, and it's not impossible.
Of course. Now we spoke to you when your first single came out, first English single came out.
Yeah.
This was 2020.
2020 Control, which is right.
April, I believe. April 2020.
March was when it released, and I think
March,
we spoke in April. Yeah.
We spoke in late March.
Oh, we spoke in late. Okay, yeah, we did.
So, all right, and for any artist, I think one of the finest ways of promoting is doing live shows and concerts. I'm sure that you would have loved to perform all these numbers all across the world, maybe by doing tours. How frustrating is it to not just reach out to an audience through that particular route? Because a live, I think, route is something that gives maybe the best way how an audience is responding to any music.
I do feel that, there's been a disconnect over the last few years because of the pandemic. I've not been able to sing the new songs that I've sung or the songs that have gotten popular recently. But I think it's just everyone is going, through it together. And I feel like when we all regroup again and when things are, better for good, people will enjoy the music that I've put out in these last few years. And there will be an excitement actually to witness these songs live. It's funny you say that when in this window when shows were actually happening in the last few months, I happened to do a show in Hyderabad and a few fans picked up on it. Some people didn't pick up on it. I actually sang You live unreleased. It was an unreleased song at that point of time, and I teased it then. Not a lot of people thought or anything about it. I was very surprised because I thought a lot of fans would circulate that clip online. It's being circulated now saying that, oh, Armaan did this at a Hyderabad concert. He performed an unreleased song, and I never do that. I'm always so secretive about my songs and projects. I never reveal anything, and this is the first time I sang a whole unreleased song at a concert before its release. And I think the feeling was unreal because I involved the audience also, because the hook line is pretty simple. All I do is think about you. So they sang the song back with me, and that feeling was amazing. Just to be able to sing a song that has been so close to me. Audience doesn't even know it, but they are singing it with me. And now, obviously, because the song is out and it'll hopefully do, the numbers and just become as popular as I envision it to be. And when we, regroup again together at concerts, it'll be an amazing experience just to see them sing the song back to me and all the other songs that I put out. Yes, it is a bummer to be sitting at home releasing all these songs and not being able to go out there meeting fans, doing concerts. But it will happen soon. I mean, I can't wait to do a tour. I have planned everything regarding it. So hopefully when the times are good, I'm going to be announcing something amazing.
And Armaan, we're in the times of Web3 right now. Justin Bieber has done a concert in Metaverse. What are your views on say a Justin Bieber concert in Metaverse? What are your views on NFTs? Is that something that is that route that you would want to take in the near future?
I think it is going to be inevitable actually for all of us to graduate and just start thinking on those lines. Yes, the Western world is always one step ahead of us in terms of adopting these new technologies and advancements in the tech space. Be it NFTs or be it the metaverse. And there's a lot of chatter in the last few months about how the next few years are going to be, from a digital perspective. Everything is going to go digital. So yeah, I mean, I'm readying myself for that kind of an environment. And yes, I am open to doing something as long as I feel like I'm convinced and my art is being preserved and being portrayed and put out there in the right manner. That's all. So I'm definitely open to doing that. And I think if you are not open to doing new things and things that are disruptive and causing changes, you will be left behind, because ultimately you will have to do something like that to be relevant in the future. And most likely it seems like we are heading towards a zone where people are going to experience everything virtually. It's scary that we are even talking about that, because the feeling of being at a concert in person is something that I treasure a lot. And to know that and probably think that we might be just doing websites, or maybe I might not even be there physically and I've pre-shot everything and it's my animated me doing a concert. It is cool. I mean, its fans would definitely love to see something like that. But I mean, I don't know. I've mentally, even though I'm preparing myself for a whole new world and a virtual takeover in the next few years, it is going to be tough for all of us to transition to that. But we will eventually have to, because that's how things are. Even with internet, people were averse to when internet came and were happy with what technology they had at that point of time, but they ultimately had to adopt to it. So it's going to be that. And we just have to navigate it in our own way and just make sure that our art and what we stand for is not tampered in any way. It has to be preserved in the right way.
Right. Okay. And Armaan, you recently tweeted about the way South films and music they're getting the due now. Butta Boppa,
Yes.
for example, it is one of the hugest hits that we have, and the way South cinema is being becoming pan India.
Phenomenal.
It is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So, what are your views on this particular aspect? Amal, you've tweeted about Amal's music in Radhe Shyam.
Yeah.
You feel it's wonderfully romantic. So, something about how South has gone mainstream.
I think I saw it coming. I don't know. I've been involved in South Indian music and movies for quite some time now. While a lot of people focused on Bollywood, I focused a lot on South Indian music. At a time when a lot of my content wasn't coming in Hindi, I made sure that pan India I was doing regional, music. And today to see that regional music is now become pan India, and it's not just regional music. It's unbelievable. And especially in a language where not people don't even know what it means or what the singer is saying, what the song is about, but they're singing it. They are putting reels to it. They are engaging with the songs and the content. So I think it's just something that I always believed would happen. A lot of today's present Bollywood movies, also the recent hits and chartbusters, have been adaptations of South scripts, South songs in general. Be it the one that I lent my voice for, Butta Bomma, Ala Vaikuntapuramlo, and then obviously now movies like Pushpa, RRR, and Radhe Shyam. These are all these are gigantic projects, and it's just when an average viewer or a cinema goer is looking at these projects, they're like, wow, this is a scale we never thought Indian movies would go to, especially in terms of how they presented and how they promoted. And they have these huge, you've been part of these events as well, you know how these live events are of live launches of South Indian movies are. It's mammoth. I mean, I've never seen so many people collected in one place for an audio release or an album release. It's literally like a U2 or a Coldplay or Ed Sheeran concert. So
Right.
it's unbelievable to see that kind of love, appreciation, and traction from South Indian content. And I think it's not going to be South Indian content anymore. It's going to be Indian content.
Absolutely.
Today it's the lines are blurred. There's no regional. It's just national and global today.
Absolutely.
And that's what is happening with the music in South Indian movies and the movies itself. And like you see, even Ala Vaikuntapuramlo is being remade in Hindi now.
Yes. Sure.
So it's the impact is there. It's just the impact is very, very strong. And I'm glad that I'm an active singer in the South industry, and not just a version singer. A lot of people sing versions of their Hindi songs in different languages, but I actually sing songs in that language. So for me,
Telugu is your mother tongue.
Telugu is your
mother tongue.
Telugu is my mother tongue. So I really pride on the fact that I am a multilingual singer and that I sing in South Indian languages. And I have some really, really big songs coming out in the next few months in the South Indian languages. So I'm super pumped and excited, and just it's great to see it blow up the way it's doing right now.
Absolutely. And Armaan, can we have a few lines from you?
Okay, you from you. I'm just going to I'll just grab my guitar.
All my friends talk about the night with you in that perfect dress, knowing that it's hard all head and breaking all the rules. Just like don't fall in love before I know your name, holding out hoping that you feel the same. No, I've never been one for sounding cliche, but it's true. All I do is think about you. All I do is think about you. All I do is think about how your leap of faith made me put all my faith in you. So all I do is think about you. All I do is think about you. All I do is think about how long I can wait until I get to say I do. So all I do is think about you.
Fantastic. Fantastic. That was brilliant.